Peter, a tough first half for you, but you must be proud of the way the team came back in the second.
Yeah, sometimes you can say we didn't play well the first half, which we didn't. We didn't compete. And I thought they were outstanding. I thought they thoroughly deserved their victory. We can't take anything away from them, you know. I mean, I watched them against Dundee United last week. I thought they were excellent in that game also. So they're in their rightful position. Probably was saying they should be top of the league with their performances and the results they've had. But no, they thoroughly deserve all the plaudits today. We just couldn't get near them the first half. As I say, after 10 minutes, the game was dead for us really, because we didn't compete. We gave silly goals away. We didn't defend well. We didn't attack well. The groups were all split up, you know, we're playing as individuals, but as I say, in football you have to compete, and we just couldn't get near United in the first half, and that's very, very unlike my side. And as I say, these boys have been a credit to Alloa, and I'm sure they were. The second half they showed you they have to dig in and they have to fight for everything they get, and they've done that the second half, but as I say, United were home and ready and away with the points long before that.
You shuffled it a bit at half time as well. You mixed it, so some of your midfielders moved more central, and you seemed to be more direct.
Yes, we had to manoeuvre to try and win the game. How are we going to win the game, you know? And we have to try and do that. So win the game for us was winning the second half. That's what we had to try and do. And if you end up getting the goals back, great, fantastic. How many you can get back is important. But the first thing you have to do, as I say, is compete. And we can't take anything away from Ayr United. Maybe the thing I've got to look at in the first half, like Robbie Dees comes from Celtic, but he had a game in midweek also, you know. So sometimes I've got to look at that, being in this scenario now that some guy's on loan to us, but he has to play games for Celtic as well. So there's situations like that I've got to get used to as well. So I've never been used to that before. So usually when someone's on loan to you, they play for you and that's it. So we have to be fair to that kid. But John Robertson come on full back, and I thought he was excellent in the second half. Played with a great determination, great guts, and it's unusual you see a full back comes on and makes a change in the game. But I thought he did that in the second half. But as I say, Ayr United thoroughly deserved to take the points home. I thought they were first class. I thought they had great experience with Mark Kerr, used the ball well. I thought he was excellent against Dundee United last week. You know, they've got a very, very good side with a manager who knows the division and knows how to play, and his team he should be very proud of his team today.
Ian, last week we said a first half performance that was unbelievable, outstanding, but that one there today outdid that one.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I just said to the other media guys that in all my time, it's been a long, long time in management, that I include my very good Falkirk team with good players, and I include my Dundee United team with internationals, and that's the best I've ever seen one of my teams play in the first half. And not just the way they played, the type of football they played. It's not easy coming here, as their home record will tell you over the years. They don't usually get turned over like that, but the 4 was the very minimum. It could have been double that. And some of the passing and moving in the opponent's half and in the final, it was just marvellous to watch. I loved watching it.
Second half, you're a bit disappointed losing that goal, which technically drops you down from being top tonight.
Well, we're joint top. You know, we're on the same points with a team that's got a slightly bigger budget than us, but yeah, I mean, it's just so hard. You try and be unbelievably professional at half time, you keep the levels up and but when the game's ultimately won at half time, it's hard for players to keep it going, and I've seen it many, many times over the years. The goal, it was an own goal, I think, it came off Big Aero, so but listen, I don't think we should be quibbling about that today. I was delighted, and I'm sure the fans are away home very happy.
Now you're talking there about being joint top with the team, a lot of money, etc. You also at a point just now, you are bare bones, aren't you, with the team?
Yeah, I mean we've 3 subs today and outfield subs, so we've got 6 out. You know, Craig Moore is back in training now, so he'll be maybe 2 weeks. There's 1 or 2 others that are getting a bit closer. Obviously, there's 1 or 2 that might not be back, so the sooner we can get them back, the better. We operate with a very small squad, but we've been unlucky though with the level injuries we've had. But what we have seen is because of the injuries, a defensive partnership of Muirhead and Roscoe that have been terrific. So that's what you need, you know, people who come in and take their chance. And you know, Jamie and Bailey are fit, and I think Bailey might be fit maybe next week or the week after. Then they've got their work cut out to get back in the team.
And next week you got another tough one. Are there any easy ones?
No, there's never an easy game in the championship. And every gun's get different. Beautiful day today. Who knows what the day will be like in our both next week? But so it's probably a good time of year to be going up. I mean, I remember last year, the year before, we got a 1-each draw, and the wind was the wind was horrendous. McGuffey scored, so they've started really well. I heard they're a bit unfortunate today, get beat at Tannadice, so it'll not be easy, that's for sure.